Hello and welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D, The Baker's Dozen. This is Gluten Talk. We're going to talk about episodes 18 to 19. Great. So, guys, you figured out stuff at home. How'd that go? At the manor.
I'm glad we got a major domo.
Yeah.
Jin Fushi is like taking care of the job now.
Yeah. And I'm glad that she, feels empowered to, kind of take on that role actually fully, even though she was doing the work anyway beforehand. Yeah. Like, it's more legitimate now, so it's good.
Yeah. It's nice to finally get all that stuff set so we can go back to adventuring and just kind of let things take care of themselves now,
Yeah. You guys have this business running, this bread and breakfast. I'm excited to see what's going to happen as far as like the clientele that end up there, like whether it's going to end up being like a hot spot and people are going to be like, oh yeah, did you check out the bread and breakfast yet? Yeah. It's like one of those you must have tourist destinations in Saivesh.
Right.
Definitely
really highly Yelp rated.
Yeah. You guys can start a Yelp app.
Yeah.
It's just called Help. You just stream it. Great. Yeah, there's that. A lot of logistics with that. Do you guys have any questions about the mechanics of how that works, by the way?
I kind of like it being a mystery, just to kind of, just to kind of roll the die and see what happens, kind of thing,
Yeah. So the cool thing is like if essentially if you roll well, you get money. If you roll badly, nobody booked, so you lose money.
I see.
It just means that like, and by that I mean you don't like lose money, you just don't get any income, and so the profit gets. There's no profit because you have to pay every month. Like you still have to pay that 100 gold every month. So if you're not making any money, if not making at least 100 gold, you won't break even.
Right.
Yeah. And then depending on how well you roll, it then has the opportunity to be like, oh, what's the word of mouth? Is like this, are they social influencing happening? Like, are you getting more press and ad space and like whatever, like, and how many people are actually booking there, and that kind of thing.
Cool.
Is Saivesh like any like a tourist town at all? Do people come there to just like kind of?
It is a port town, so it lots of trade happens there. It's also beautiful. It's pretty nice town. It's pretty. It's in a nice climate. It is on a beautiful bay. So it very well could be. Yeah. I mean, the nobles set up shop here and they're happy. So, cool. I mean, it's no Santorini, but it's something.
Right. Maybe it's like an island off of Portugal or something like that.
Yeah. Like some Lagos or something
really
like that.
Nice. Yeah.
Great. So we have then the Seeker and the Watcher, which you learned, which is another name of Zen Kudalan, the Salty Mystic. So there's probably stuff there that might be worth delving into. What else? What'd I miss, guys? Help me out here.
Yeah, we never asked what. I mean, it's kind of clear why she's called the Watcher, but like how they knew each other, etc. Like, we never kind of delved into that relationship.
We never really figured out why he's called the Seeker.
That too. Like, seeker of knowledge, the seeker, I don't know. We don't
What's
know.
he seeking?
Yeah, maybe he'll be, since now he has trust in us, maybe he'll tell us.
Yeah. If there's a seeker and a watcher, is there a hearer?
A listener?
Right.
A listener? Yeah.
Right. Possibly. And then, that scroll, that was super huge.
That's a powerful scroll.
That to you.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's teleportation circle. I believe that is a 5th or 6th level spell.
I think 5th. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's That's so cool.
And you also now have a new location to go if you need to. If you want,
yeah, we can just go there too.
You can go to Southern Dynasty somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
My initial intent for having this city and this town in the Southern Dynasty is pretty much like, I'm not sure if I entirely really it came across properly, but this is a safe haven for this in the Southern Dynasty. This is a safe haven for a lot of people. Like the core people will not be are not treated as second class citizens and are not like prosecuted or whatever in Ongoloma. They just aren't. It's mostly controlled by the core peoples, as like, you know, their families through generations and generations maintain control of this area. So you'll also, as going there, might get a little bit more of an insight as to more what core culture is at its core. And you know, other things. So that's like, you know, another avenue of exploration available to you. Right. So Bicam also. Bicam has been. You have secured her as a member of support. So she is on your side. She's like, yeah, I'll supply ships for you guys. I'll supply ships and protection as far as transport is concerned. Like sea transport is concerned, and that's all I can do. I can't do anything else than that. Like that's all that's within my power to do. So that's great.
That's what she does. That's her whole thing.
That's
huge, what she does.
Right?
Yeah. So that's and she's doing it out of her own pocket too, because she goes like, this is a worthwhile cause. Like this needs to happen. And if it wasn't you to instilling her mind into like, oh yeah, it's super fad and popular to like donate money. That's a good thing. Like
she's very impressionable.
Yeah, she's very impressionable, you know. Yeah, you know, like she's been sheltered a long time. She, you know, still has longings for her late husband, and she wants to be a good person. This is just all she knows, and she's and you guys have kind of like put her on a track that be like, oh, okay, cool, this is how I can help. I mean, what am I gonna do with my money? Take it with me when I die?
Yeah,
might as well spend it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why she had to keep mentioning it was a tax write-off. You know, that's like she just kept harping on that.
Well,
nobles like to brag about how much tax write-offs they get. You know, rich people really like to brag about how much they're saving in taxes. They go like, oh yeah, you know, I got out of so many taxes this year. The taxation is theft, so I totally got out of a lot of that. So. Yeah. So, you know, she's not quite there yet, but she's working on it. Great. And then you guys set off. How did it feel leaving Saivesh after that much time that you spent there, and leaving Phoenix behind and all of the friends that you made there and your new manor behind?
Yeah, we should have said goodbye to Phoenix a little bit.
Oh, she was there with her anchor.
I assume she's hanging out at the manor. And
still just finding herself and working on her stuff. And it was, I don't know. I flipped back in my notes and I found that in real time, it's been 4 months since we first sighted Saivesh. And so it is kind of wild to be like, oh, we're back out on the sea, even though it doesn't seem like it's been that long too. So I don't know.
Right.
It's a little weird, but good.
It feels good because I feel like we accomplished the things that we set out to accomplish, which was to find a bag of holding.
That was your whole goal. Going into Saivesh, to find something like, we're dying of exhaustion. We need to find some sort of interdimensional space to put this idol into. And then you got roiled up in politics, and now you're landowners and nobles, and you like and matchmakers and representatives.
We do it all.
Yeah, jacks of all trades.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to say this, but as soon as like we had left port, Michelle took off her shoes. She was like, especially since Raisin wasn't seeing her anymore.
That Raisin was like, put on shoes. You uncivilized person, put on shoes. Like, you're tracking mud. You just went hunting all day. You're tracking mud.
we didn't really talk about this, but I assume that like whatever he came out to do is fulfilled. Like, he's not following us anymore?
Yes,
right?
no, he's headed back. He's headed back to Namung actually to get his new assignment.
Okay.
You were his assignment, or you were an assignment. Yes, and became his acquaintances and friends. Yes, there was definitely something that it was like a spark of something. Be like, oh, okay, I see you. Yeah, maybe this is more than just a job. And so he went back to Namung. So again, he's also another individual that you could call upon if, depending on the kinship there, seeing as he is based in Namung. So you do have a agent in Namung, as it were.
Which is good. Especially given everything with the Vidomo. Did anybody else get like skeeved out with the mention of the Vidomo too? Yeah.
I got scared.
Yeah. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, you had to send them documents.
Know that we exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like,
yeah, lots of politics, lots of bureaucracy, lots of red tape. How's the Scoop feeling now that he's back on out at sea?
Pretty good.
Just pretty good.
Just
it's his life, you know.
Yeah, feeling more.
Yeah, he felt excited when he saw the dragon. Oh, he's like one of us, me and Tamron. Like, oh, this is something new, you know.
And you were like almost immediately calm emotions. That spells on the dragon.
I want to be your friend. Please.
Yeah, also you didn't understand what it was saying, so you were like, are we getting threatened? Is this what's happening? Like, should I cast? And Tim was like, no, stop.
Yeah. That was so intense. Like, I didn't know I think just because they were unstable, I feel like they might have taken that as an act of aggression, and I'm really glad that you interceded, Tammy, but like,
yeah.
Oh gosh. But at the same time, that could have really helped her too,
really helped,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep magic out of it, you know, because
yeah,
casting spells on people is not like you know always be like we're friends. Let me cast a spell on you.
Yeah, because it's like calm your emotions, but when I say to, you know,
yeah,
it's like when you're in the middle of an argument and somebody's like, "Yo, calm down." It's like, don't tell me to calm down.
Exactly. It never works. Right?
It never works.
Magic.
It's magic, yes.
Is there a saving throw with calm emotions? Like, does she?
There
they
is.
have to make a. Yeah.
And they resist it. They absolutely know you tried to cast a spell on them.
Yeah.
It's like a stronger friends kind of.
Yeah, I'm glad that worked out. I had some pretty high rolls there.
Yeah, I'm glad that worked out too.
Yeah. You very lucky. Like almost all, actually, every single one of your rolls was like above a 20, I think, or like almost.
Yeah, well, they were all persuasion rolls, so I just basically had to roll like 14 or higher on a lot of them, which I ended up doing. So.
Yeah, but I mean, even still, that's.
Yeah.
You know.
It's only 25% chance of that happening. You know, like 27% chance, 28, 29, something like that. You lucked out. That whole thing could have gone a lot differently. Instead, she was relatively calm, and you got a bunch of information, and she left without trashing your fucking boat. And just a moment of lucidity, it could have gone very differently. I was ready to be like, okay, like I had that. Of Shai Fei Long showing up at sea to be a random encounter since I've created these tables. Granted, it had a very low chance of happening, but you got it, and I just had to adapt it to whatever was going on at the moment. Granted, I have to be ready for when such a massively powerful creature shows up, for you to be like, okay, you're fighting an ancient dragon. Here we go. Let's go. I have to be ready to be like straight up fuck up your shit. Like you have to like either run, get out of there, or like destroy your ship. Like I have to be ready to do all that stuff. It could have gone very, very different.
Glad it worked out.
Yeah,
I'm glad like everyone knew what they were up against, not just like, oh, I'm gonna just shoot a ballista at it and just piss it off.
Right. Well, it was still like be ready to hold your ground, but like, whoa, just hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
I feel like most of the crew were just in shock. That's why they didn't shoot.
Yeah, most of the crew were probably like, "Holy shit, a sea monster, a sea serpent!" Or everybody, you lads ready for this? And they were just like waiting for the order. But they were all terrified because they know like not very many people survived sea serpent attacks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is what you get for 2 gold.
This is what you get for 2 gold. Yeah, everyone's gonna be like, "Can I have a raise, please?"
Yeah.
We nearly got eaten by a sea serpent on our first day out at sea.
But you didn't. 2 gold.
Yeah. And then seeing this little guy.
I'm excited about this little guy. He seems
old
fun.
man. Yeah, it looks like he's got a bunch of goods. He's like, it looks like being like a traveling merchant on like a giant sea turtle. That has like, he has his own little island, his little coconut palm tree. And he just kind of travels around and just whoever he can find, he just like, trades goods for. He's got all this like, it gives it describe it perfectly earlier. It's like a giant fishbowl that is like tied to his palm tree that he drags behind him. That's filled with air, so it's buoyant, but it just has a small opening in the top, and that where he puts stuff in. So like half of it is like under the water in the fishbowl, and the other one is half it. So it's like that's like a container that he keeps a bunch of stuff in, and he also has a large sack next to him, and he's like moving stuff back and forth, and he kind of like tows it with him. So it's very, very odd.
Pickaxes.
I know you are. I'm very excited to tell
just
you
be
that.
like a mundane pickaxe.
Yeah, pickaxes, and that's not the only stuff. He's got a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Granted, you have to.
I'm gonna sell this man a hat too.
You're gonna sell this man a hat? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You gotta sell him a hat.
Easy.
Yeah.
He needs a sun hat sitting out there in the sun.
He does not have a hat. Yeah, he looks
he's got to have a sun
rather
hat.
windswept and sunburnt. Yeah. Great.
Bleached.
I'm about to change his life.
You are about to change his life with that hat. Yeah.
Very valuable hat too.
Very, very, very hot. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today then. Thank you guys for sticking with us and watching our gluten talk or our post-session talks. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out all our stuff. Stay tuned. More Baker's Dozen and Arch and Flame are coming up. And don't forget, as always, stay safe out there.
Bread puns are better than lightning jokes.
Did you say bread puns are better than lightning jokes? Get out of here. You're done. You're absolutely done. Oh my goodness. Ah, my mouse.